Addiction is like being stuck in the cold and lighting a fire to survive. The relief is instant. Your brain floods with dopamine and says, "Remember this, it's good." And for a while, it works. But this fire needs more and more wood to keep you warm, and it starts burning up things that matter most. Soon, feeding it feels like a full-time job, and over time, it begins consuming you too. Before addiction becomes a problem, it almost always starts as a solution. Drugs and alcohol numb pain and anxiety. Porn creates connection without risk. Sex and love addiction offer self-worth. Gambling gives a rush to fill emptiness. And workaholism quiets shame. If you're wondering if you may have an addiction, ask yourself these 7 questions. Number 1. Do I need it to get through the day? Number 2. Do I need more of it to feel okay? Number 3. Do I think about it constantly? Number 4. Do I ignore others' concerns about it? Number 5. Do I hide it because I'm ashamed? Number 6. Is it causing long-term harm? And number 7, do I keep going back, even when it hurts? If you said yes to more than one of these questions, you may have an addiction and need some support. When people think about addiction, they often focus on what you can see: the first drink, the first pill, the first bet. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. The real story lies beneath the surface, in life experiences, challenges, and vulnerabilities that create conditions where addiction can take hold in your life. First, there's biology. You were born with unique wiring. You might have inherited traits that make certain substances or behaviors feel incredibly powerful to you. Your brain's reward system, the same one designed to help you survive, can be hijacked by repeated exposure. Then there's the psychological piece. If you're already struggling with mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, or ADHD, especially without proper support, your vulnerability to addiction is even stronger. You might turn to substances or behaviors as a way to cope with emotional pain, stress, or trauma in your life. In that moment, it feels like relief, like you can finally breathe. But over time, your brain becomes dependent on the source of comfort, making it incredibly difficult for you to let go. Your environment matters too. Where you grew up, where you live, who surrounds you, it all plays a role in your story. Your access to substances, social pressures you face, ongoing stress from poverty, discrimination, or unsafe environments, these aren't personal failings on your part. They're conditions that make survival harder for you. Your addiction rarely has just one cause. It's when your biology, your coping strategies, and your environment combine, often with trauma at the center, that creates the perfect storm in your life. These forces can literally rewire your brain in ways that make stopping feel overwhelming, even when you desperately want to quit. Just as addiction affects every part of your life, your body, your mind, your relationships, effective treatment needs to address all these areas too. This is called the biopsychosocial approach, and it recognizes that your recovery journey is as complex and unique as you are. First, let's talk about the biological side of treatment. Your body has been through a lot, and it needs time and support to heal. Medical detox might be your first step, especially if you've been using substances like alcohol or benzodiazepines, where stopping suddenly can be dangerous. Medical professionals can keep you safe during withdrawal. You might also benefit from medications that help reduce cravings, ease withdrawal symptoms, or treat co-occurring mental health conditions like depression or anxiety. Taking care of your physical health through nutrition, exercise, and sleep gives your brain the best chance to heal and rebuild those damaged pathways. The psychological part of your treatment focuses on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This is where you learn new ways to cope with life's challenges. Therapy can help you understand what led to your addiction, process trauma, and develop healthier coping strategies. You might work one-on-one with a counselor or join group therapy sessions. You'll learn skills like recognizing your triggers, managing stress without substances, and changing thought patterns that don't serve you anymore. This part of treatment also addresses any mental health conditions that might be connected to your addiction, because treating both together gives you the best chance at lasting recovery. The social aspect recognizes that addiction doesn't happen in isolation, and neither does recovery. Your relationships and environment play a huge role in your healing. You might need to make changes in your living situation and find new social circles, or learn how to navigate old relationships in healthier ways. Support groups connect you with others who understand what you're going through. Whether it's AA, NA, Smart Recovery, or other peer support programs, you don't have to do this alone. Some people benefit from sober living homes or intensive outpatient programs that provide structure and community during early recovery. Think of the biopsychosocial approach like a three-legged stool. Each leg represents one area of treatment: biological, psychological, and social. Just like the stool needs all three legs to stand, your recovery needs support in all three areas to be stable. When your body is stable and healthy, it's easier to engage in therapy and build relationships. When you have strong coping skills, you're less likely to need substances and manage stress. And when you have supportive people around you, you're more motivated to take care of your physical and mental health. Your treatment team, doctors, therapists, social workers, and peer support specialists work together to make sure that all three legs of your recovery stool are strong and balanced. If you're ready to start building your own three-legged stool for recovery, visit Recovery.com. You can search over 20,000 addiction treatment providers by things that matter to you, like location and insurance. Then compare your options by reviews, program details, and way more. Lastly, connect directly to centers to start your own recovery journey. Change is possible, and Recovery.com is here to help.